I'll be demonstrating the interfacing of dual DAC to 8051. I'll be demonstrating how to generate different waveforms uh, using dual DAC interface to 8051. So first I'll consider the interfacing or generation of square wave using dual DAC. So in this program, so I'll be connecting the output of dual DAC to CRO. So this is the output of dual DAC to CRO. Dual DAC is interfaced to 8051 using parallel bus, and it requires 12 volt power supply. So from dual DAC it is connected to 12 volts power supply. 8051, so this requires 5 volt power supply. So hence I have connected 5 volt power supply to 8051 board and 12 volt power supply to dual DAC. And so different waveforms are generated on a CRO. I'll consider the generation of a square wave. So when I download the code to 8051, so I have to make few settings. So go to Flash, configure Flash tools. So select target frequency as 11.0 592 megahertz, and then go to debug, select keel monitor driver. So this is for dumping the code onto the controller. Then okay, then compile the program, then run the program. So here, so when I run the code, so it will be dumped into 8051 board, and when I execute the program, so square waveform will be generated on the CRO. So now when I give the interrupt using external interrupt INT0, so I can vary the frequency of the square wave as well as the amplitude. So you can see the waveform on the CRO. So I can vary the amplitude and frequency by interrupting the controller. So this is about square wave generation. So next I will consider triangular waveform generation. So in the triangular waveform generation, so again 8051 is interface to dual DAC. So basically there are two outputs. I have connected one of the output to a CRO. So triangular waveform will be displayed on CRO. So when I compile the program and debug the code, so the code is dumped into 8051 controller. So now when I run the code, triangular waveform will be generated. So here the amplitude of the waveform varies from 00 to FF, so that is 0 to 5 volts. So this is the triangular waveform generated on CRO. So now I'll consider the assembly code. So this is to generate ramp waveform using assembly code. So here initially 00 is moved to A and then it is moved to P1. Basically two ports P1 and P0 are used to send the data to dual DAC. So here, so initially 0 is moved to P1 and then I am incrementing A and then comparing it with maximum value 255. So if it reaches 255, so again I will move 0 and then again I am moving that to port P1. So this is how it will generate the ramp waveform. here. So maximum value is 255. So that is plus 5 volt on the CRO, and so it varies from 0 to 5 volt. So this is about ramp waveform generation using assembly code. So next I'll generate the sine waveform using dual DAC interface. So here the output of waveform is calculated using this formula. So V out equal to 5 volt plus sine theta. So for different values of theta, so V out is calculated and the values are stored in this array SITAB. So this shows the generation of sine waveform. So if theta value is small, so then the waveform will be better. So we get smoother waveform for small values of theta. So this is about generation of sine wave using assembly code.